For this video, I'm going to show you guys how I installed this XKGlow fiber optic LED kit. I have it attached to the passenger and driver seats in the rear, as well as the dashboard and center console. I'm going to go over the tools needed and the step-by-step process for which I used to install this kit. Alright, let's check out this lighting kit that we got from XKGlow. I bought the ×2 kit, I guess. So it comes with basically double of everything for the most part. So it comes with two 6-foot fiber optic cables. It comes with 6 of these LED heads. It comes with the little USB adapter. Some double-sided 3M adhesive. It also comes with 2 of these splitters, 3-way splitters, so in 1 way and out 3. And these are already I don't know if you can see that. There's some grease inside of the female lens to protect it from water damage. It also comes with 2 extension cables. They're 6 foot apiece. And then the standard kit comes with a Bluetooth controller. This blue wire actually is a signal wire, so you can connect that to somewhere to get a signal to turn on your lights. So you can trigger it to turn on the lights when you open a car door or things like that. I upgraded my kit to include a 12 volt to 5 volt LED switch. So this way I can hardwire it to my vehicle. This is an upgrade. You'd have to buy this separately, but XKGlow does sell this. So controller, and then the switch. On this one particularly, because I'm hardwiring it to my car, I had to purchase separately a fuse tap. So that's connected to this, which is going into a fuse in my system. It's actually going into my glove box USB powered fuse, which is going to turn on when the car turns on. You could get these at AutoZone or Walmart. I had to buy that separately from XKGlow, but the 12 volt to 5 volt switch and the controller all are through XKGlow. So that's everything that comes with the kit and the extras that I had purchased as well. So 2 6-foot fiber optic cables, 6 LED heads, the Bluetooth controller, the add-on for the 12 volt to 5 volt switch, which if you want to hardwire it, you need. The kit comes with this power adapter, 3M double-sided adhesive, 2 splitters, and 2 6-foot extension cables. If you bought the single kit, it would come with 1 cable, 1 splitter, 1 fiber optic cable, and 3 LED heads. But this is everything inside the box. Now let's get to the install. Okay, so let's talk about the tools I'll be using for this install. For the sake of simplicity, I'm going to assume everybody knows how to use these tools properly and what their uses are for. So I won't get into all those details. I have a drill with a 10mm socket, a Phillips head screwdriver, some trim panel removal tools, a pair of scissors, an instrument to pass wire through tight spaces, a Bic lighter, wire strippers, a pair of pliers, a circuit tester, and a flashlight. Now remember, these tools will be used to hardwire my lighting kit to my vehicle. Some of these tools may or may not be used for your vehicle install. Some of these parts may be a little bit different for your install, like for that 10mm socket, for instance. So just remember that when you're going to do your install. You may use all these tools, you may not use none of these tools. It all depends on the type of install you do and on your vehicle as well. The way I'm installing this is I'm going to do a left zone and a right zone. So driver, passenger. And the reason I'm doing this is so that way when I go to do other lights in the future, I can have a left zone and a right zone and have two different colors. So the driver's side could be like blue and the passenger side could be red. So when I go to show this off, I can do one solid color for both sides, and then, or I can mix it up and do two different colors, two different patterns, so to speak, things like that on each side to give it a little bit more flair. Because I think that it's a little bit boring when you do just one color the whole car. Which it's fun, it can be fun at times, but I think it'll be more beneficial. Okay, sorry for all this background noise. So anytime you do an install like this, you want to disconnect the battery. On this 2018 Dodge Charger, the battery happens to be in the trunk, so that's where I'm at. So there's my battery, and I'm going to use that 10mm we talked about earlier. Disconnect my battery. Now, I've already have one of these pre-wired in. I'm just showing you the install of my second kit, and you'll see what I'm talking about a little bit later. Just gotta give it a little wiggle sometimes. There we go. Alright, battery is disconnected. Now, we're going to be going into the fuse box because we're going to tap a fuse. I already found the fuse I'm going to be using on this charger. It's going to be that one right there. This is a 2018 Dodge Charger RT. So I'm going to be tapping into this fuse right there. I already have one tapped. That fuse is the center console USB. So that's what I'm going to pull. So I have it tapped in here now. The wire's running this way. I'm going to clean out these wires, and then I'm going to attach my negative lead to the negative terminal on my battery, and then run the wire through the trunk liner, so underneath and out through the back. Okay, so just as a reference, I have it all wired up in here. I have the wires running down around the battery and underneath, and I got it grounded. So now we can go inside the car and run the rest of the wires. I have the wires run down behind the seat and then through this cushion. I already took the liberty of taking off the trim panel. This is where you'll use that trim panel tool, and you'll just pop this up, and then you'll want to pop this side one and then the one in front, and you'll run the wire down through that channel all the way to the front, and I'll show you what we do when we get to the front. So let's do that now. Okay, so we have the wires ran underneath the trim here. There's on this 2018 Charger, remember each car is going to be a little different, so you have to see where you can do it on your car. Excuse the mess, I'm going to get it detailed soon. But I have a piece of carpet here that I'm going to run the wires underneath across the seat, and that's where it'll connect to the dash, the center console, and then I'm going to do the front two seats. So that's what I'll do next. This one seat is going to have one controller connected to it for now and two LED heads. The driver's seat is going to have two LED heads and be connected to the controller that controls the dash and the center console. So that area, and this area will be one zone and one color grouping, as where this will be another zone. Because eventually these door panels, front and back, will have it and so will these door panels. So this seat and these door panels, including the underglows that go underneath the seats, will all be one zone and all be one color pattern. And this area, these doors and the underglow will be a different color pattern or the same. It just gives me more options and more flexibility. So that's just something to note on this install. For your install, you can just use the one control and all the LED heads you want, because I think you can use up to 10 LED heads on one controller. I currently have 2. Eventually I'll have 3, so they'll be right, center, left. So eventually the center console and the dashboard will both have one controller, and that could be a third color zone. I'm just waiting on it to arrive. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to take the fiber optic cable, you want to put it in between the 2 areas that you want to put it in. And since this has a soft backing, I'm probably going to add some of that 3M adhesive tape on the inside of this. But you want to route it all the way around. And then the LED heads are going to go under the seat and connect, which is going to glow all the way around. So let me finish routing this and throw on some of that adhesive tape. Once you're all completed, it should look something like this. Going down, I got the wires tucked away. Everything is nice and neat and tucked away, and the wire goes down and around. So now I'm going to do this side, same thing, connect all the wires, install the optical cable, tack it with the 3M adhesive, tuck the wires underneath, and then I'll run them to the front, connect it to the dashboard wires, and that's it. So for those of you that are doing your dash, you're going to want to take off the lower dash panel. So there's 2 screws on the sides, one over there, one over here. You want to take those 2 screws out, and then you'll pull, actually I'm sorry, there's a panel here. It is this, so this panel goes right here. You'll take that off, and then this has 2 screws, so one and then one over there. You'll take those off, and then this just pulls off from down here, and then you can run the wire up and underneath. So I have mine right here, the LED head is zip tied to that, and then I have it heat shrink wrapped through there. Now obviously each person's going to want to mount theirs differently. I have mine coming through the hood of my steering wheel column, and then you'll push it into between this panel, and it goes in pretty easily. I mean, like, I can just one finger just push it across and insert it, and then you'll go all the way around and then follow that same process on the other side. I have it routed down here for now, and that's all you got to do. And then I'll plug it in and tuck all these extra wires. I'll connect the center console one, and then I'll turn it on and you'll see. So let's check back in. I have it wired down the sides, up around the back seats. This is a 2018 Dodge Charger, and then on the center console. I'm gonna quickly change so you can see the different zones, just to get an idea of what the zoning, how I did it for zones. So I have it on 2 different colors right now, red and blue. That way you can see the zones. So the dashboard, center console, driver seat are all under a blue light, and then the passenger seat is on the red, because eventually the door panels will also have the fiber optic kit, and then I'm actually currently wiring the underglow for the seats. So this whole side of the car is going to be all blue, but just take a look. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Hopefully you get to see some future videos. Please like and subscribe.